All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, Rakah, Qudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Greatmillstone that rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings be unto the hopeful elect, pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe, in the sincere hopes of being delivered in these last days. All right, this is the brother Yakanan from the GMS England branch, and this is going to be a quick video, and inspiration is drawn from this very brief interview that was conducted with the singer, the R&B singer Usher. All right, as you can see here, on the screen. Now, this is taken from the 2024 Met Gala, which I believe is some sort of a fundraising costume / fashion event. And there's many different events of this nature, and normally when you see these particular events, you will see outlandish costumes that are very effeminate, being worn by men, and you will see costumes that are straight out satanic. All right, and it's almost like it's a contest to see who can wear the most abominable get-up possible. All right, when you see these kind of events. Now, this particular clip featuring Usher, all right, has got the attention, of many different people, from what I've seen online, on TikTok, Instagram, they've been doing, short videos on it, and also on YouTube. And the reason why, it's captivated people's attention is because Usher, has a very dark and satanic countenance, in this video. He looks very dark, and many people are saying that he looks, completely soulless, all right? Which is actually, a part of the fit and a part of the look, that he was going for, all right? But also, naturally, when you survey, the spirits of these people, they have a very low and dark countenance, all right? Because they've sold their soul, all right? They've done things, abominable works, and they defiled themselves, all right? In order to get down, and get put on a pedestal in Esau Edom's kingdom, all right? To obtain that corruptible crown, all right? Because that's exactly what it is, the fame, the money, all right? It's all, a corruptible crown in this kingdom, all right? And it's not a crown of life like what the elect of Yahawah Yahawashi are going to receive, all right? It's a corruptible crown, and it's very temporary, okay? Now, without further delay, I'm going to play this very short clip featuring Usher, and you're going to see, how this guy is wearing black head to toe, all right, which is a general theme of these people, these lesser luminaries, in particular in the entertainment industry, all right? And I believe that was heavily, popularized, by, if I'm not mistaken, by Jay-Z, Kanye West, wearing black head to toe. I believe it was that song, Run This Town, all right? I remember when that came out, and you had lyrics by Jay-Z, talking about all black everything. And I remember from that time, years ago, people started really tapping into that, wearing black head to toe. But in general, that's been utilized by the left-hand side, for a very, very, very long time, all right? But I remember when that song came out, and I remember, due to the popularity of that song, I remember people started tapping into it more, just an observation that I made years ago. Now, he's wearing black and red, all right, which they always tap into that black and red. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the Church of Satan, heavily, wear black and red. When you watch them old videos, interviews, so on and so forth, with their members, you know, they be wearing black and red. All right, so that's also another satanic vibration, you know, that they tune into. All right, so let me play this video, and then Lord willing, you know, we'll get into a few scriptures.
Please tell me about your look. Alexander McQueen, it's a one-of-one. Sean McGuire and myself decided to put this amazing thing together. A bit exotic, romantic, and but still within the garden theme. And tell me about the it's all a part of it. This everything you're looking at. I mean, this.
Now you see this guy's fingers, and by the way, you can see, you know, in his eyes where he's probably wearing, you know, black, you know, contacts to make his eyes look darker. But in general, you know, he has a very dark countenance, you know, a very soulless and empty, you know, vibration about himself. You know, he's wearing black head to toe. He's wearing, you know, red. And he also has, nail varnish. All right. He has nail varnish on his nails, which is another, you know, abominable act that a lot of these men, you know, are subject to do, you know, in the entertainment industry. All right, I believe I saw Drake, you know, the rapper Drake, you know, he's been painting his nails, you know, as of recent. A lot of these guys have been painting their nails. All right, so there's a theme here. All right, these are things that they've got to do, you know, to compromise themselves and to show that they're down, you know, with the agenda. All right, whatever agenda that the wicked elites of Esau Edom, you know, want to push, they are, you know, the mascots, you know, for that wickedness. All right, and it's evident. All right, because they're all doing the same thing at the same time. You know, whether it's, you know, wearing you know, insanely, you know, tight fitted, you know, clothing. You know, whether it's straight up wearing women's clothing, you know, because they do that a lot, or painting their nails or painting their toenails. You know, all of these lesser luminaries, you know, these A-list and B-list celebrities are tapping into that same vibration. All right, because it's an order that they're a part of. Okay.
I mean, this is a true thought, like a cohesive, full thought, you know. Yeah. And how did you interpret the theme tonight?
And look how dark, you know, his countenance gets. You know, you can almost see it, you know, just creeping up on his face.
Just as that, I wanted to be exotic. There's all different types of gardens. Some of them get a little dark, but you gotta have fun, right?
So all of a sudden, you know, he said there's all types of different gardens. Because I think there was a garden theme, you know, that was going on at that event. So he said there was all different types of gardens, you know, but some of them, roughly paraphrasing, you know, what he said, you know, darker than others, all right? So, you know, he let it know, you know, what he's representing, all right? He's representing the dark side, you know, he's tapping to that dark vibration, you know, that's why he's wearing black head to toe, you know, with splashes of red. All right, very dark, very satanic, you know, and a very evil, you know, spirit to be operating in. All right, and that's the bulk, you know, of these lesser luminaries. All right, they're effeminate and they're pushing a dark and satanic vibration because they've sold their soul. All right, now let's get a few scriptures. We'll start off with the book of Mark, chapter 8, and it's around the 36th verse. Yep. So it says here, Mark chapter 8 and verse 6. And verse 36. And it reads, "For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?" All right. And that's exactly, you know, what these celebrities, these lesser luminaries have done. All right, they've sold their soul. They have, as I always say, they've compromised themselves on the highest level. All right, they've taken part in abominable acts, all right? Generally, sexually depraved and perverted acts, all right? Sexually perverted acts, that go against the Lord's statutes and commandments of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, in order to enter into, the realm, of Esau, Edom, and to be awarded, with that fame and with the money, with that corruptible crown, all right? So they've sold their soul. They've compromised themselves, okay? They've perverted themselves. They've defiled themselves in order to obtain riches and be put on a pedestal in this world, all right? And that's why, these individuals are going to receive a very heavy judgment in these last days, man. All right, they're going to receive a very, very heavy judgment. All right, because it never ends well, with these celebrities. All right, they always die broke. There's always some sacrifice, going on. People around them, getting sacrificed. Many of them are members of the 27 Club. Where you have particular artists. All right, that reach the age of 27. And mysteriously, just die, all right? These things are actually happening. And there's even a Wikipedia page, on the 27 Club, all right? So this ain't no, this ain't made up. These things are actually documented, all right? People keep track of these things. So, that, Esau, requires sacrifice on the left-hand side, all right? So again, for what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? All right. So that's these individuals. Now, in relation to that dark vibration, all right, let's go to John chapter 3 and verse 19. And it reads, "And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men loved darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil." All right. So it's no coincidence that when these entertainers, become, involved in the entertainment industry, all right, over the years, they become darker and darker. All right. They become more sinister as the years go by, all right? They're summoned, to take part in darker acts if they want to move up the ladder of, Esau's realm, okay? More is required of them. Just like in the spirit on the right-hand side, when you move up in the spirit, all right, things intensify. Bigger demons come to test you. More trials and tribulations, will appear within your life, all right? Because the Lord requires, sacrifice. But this is on the left-hand side we're talking about. We're talking about the wicked elites of Esau, Edom. We're talking about the spiritual demon Satan. All right? You can clearly see that these celebrities, these lesser luminaries, all right, have a dark countenance because their deeds are indeed evil. All right? They take part in orgies. Okay? They get up to all sorts of filth. All right? There's all kind of, nasty and degrading things that they have to do in order to have that position that they have. All right. And verse 20 says, "For every one that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved." All right. So they hate the light. All right. They hate the light. All right. Because their deeds are evil. All right. So they want to stay in the dark because they don't want their evil deeds to be revealed. They don't want the light to get shunned on, to their wicked deeds. All right. And a lot of this information has been coming out, as of, recent with Jaguar Wright, exposing, these rituals and the things that these celebrities have to do. They get videotaped doing, stomach, curdling things. And, the wicked elites hold that against them. All right, because they're compromised on tape doing filthy things. All right, and that information keeps coming out. All right, this ain't this things that, people are making up. These are actually testimonies, all right, of people that have actually been involved in these things. And then now, whistleblowing and letting all the information out. All right, and the scriptures tell us that, all truth must come to light. And we're in that time where all truth is coming to light and it's being exposed. All right. Now, you saw how he was wearing the nail varnish. Let me get a scripture for that right quick. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6. We'll get straight to the point in verse 9. And it says, "Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind." All right. So the main highlight I wanted to highlight here is it says nor effeminate. All right. Now another part, of being in this this satanic, alphabet gang is that you have to be tapping into that effeminate, vibration. All right. That Baphomet vibration. Okay. That androgynous, vibration in order to be down, with the wicked elites of Esau Edom, all right? Because that agenda is heavily pushed, and they've been pushing that agenda for many, many years, okay? So that's why you see, these artists at some point in their career, they start, appearing effeminized, all right? And even the women, they look androgynous, all right? You have certain images where they look manly, all right? You have certain images where they might be wearing, men's clothing, so on and so forth, and vice versa. They make the men wear women's clothing. And as pursuant to the scriptures, that's an abomination, all right, for a man, to wear what pertaineth unto a woman, and for a woman to wear what pertaineth unto the man. That's an abomination according to the law, okay? But they have to take part, in these actions in order to be down with the wicked elites of Esau Edom. All right, so these individuals, have completely sold out, and they've received, all right, their consolation. And let's get that right quick. In I believe that's Luke the 6th chapter. All right, and you know what? We'll close out on this one. So this is Luke, chapter 6. All right, here it is in verse 24. And it reads, "But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation." All right. And in the NLT, it says, "What sorrow awaits you who are rich, for you have your only happiness now." All right. Yeah, because you weren't patient. You didn't wait, upon Yahawashi. You didn't wait upon the Lord to come back to establish the kingdom. Because these Jake celebrities, mass majority of them know the truth. All right. They know that they're Israelites. All right, that information has been out there, okay? But they have sold out, all right? And they have their happiness now, all right? Which is really not happiness, because when you really, look into these guys and their life, all right, these guys can't even look at themselves in the mirror. They're always wearing dark shades, okay? They can't even have a, any form of a real life, okay? All they have is money, and they have fame, but after a while, you can see by looking at these people, that becomes played out, okay? Because you're constantly, summoned, to these meetings, to do, degrading things, and you're constantly having to push, these wicked and satanic agendas, all right? And that takes a toll on your spiritual well-being, and you can see it in their eyes, all right? So we're in the best place possible, all right, serving Yahawashi, all right, serving life, okay, under Yahawashi, and representing life, okay, and not representing death, okay? So again, "But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation," all right? "Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep." All right. So those that are laughing now and living it up in this kingdom, they're really the ones that are going to be mourning and weeping. All right. They're the ones that are going to be, running around, like headless chickens, not knowing what the fuck is going on in these last days. All right. Because they're going to be destroyed. And the scriptures say in Isaiah 33:6, that wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay? They don't have the truth. Okay, so they're not going to be stable in these last days, man. All right, they're going to be terrified, and they're going to be judged through the spirit and power of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. All right. Now it says, "Woe unto you when men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets." All right, which these guys, their names are exalted. They're given the or some of them, are given the title of, this guy's an icon, he's a legend, he's done great works. But them works, them works are abominable works. All right? Because, them works are tainted, with sin, with transgression. Because what did you have to do to get put in that situation? You had to compromise yourself. All right? You had to go against Yahawah Shem Yahawashi and bow down to Esau Edom. All right? So all of them works, are going to come, to, a sharp end. All right. They're going to be null and void. And them works are not going to be recognized in the kingdom of heaven. All right. The works of the prophets is going to be recognized in the kingdom of heaven. All right. And we're the real famous ones, man. All right. The Lord said he was going to give us fame. All right. In the land where we will put to shame. And that fame is coming. All right. That fame is coming. All right. And you watch when, Yahawashi, cracks them clouds. All right. That's when you're going to see. All right, that's when you're going to see, beginning with Yahawashi, then trickling on down, to his elect. All right, so I'm gonna cut it off there. Lord willing, this video has been edifying, and until the next one, I'll say shalom.